Hey YouTube, Riley from New Tone Fitness here. I'm going to show you how to focus on your quads using the high bar squat while keeping the fatigue in your other body parts low. So I'm doing a straight leg, single leg calf stretch, and a bent leg, single leg calf stretch. And this is just to loosen up all the action at the knees and the ankle. The more you can fold at the ankles, usually the more you can fold at your knees. And the more you fold at your knees, the more you focus on your quads in the squat. I'm looking to rest my hips, back, and hamstrings this week. So I'm going to stay more upright, fold at the knees more, and drop the weight. So we're moving on to the hyperextension machine. I like to keep my hamstrings and glutes tense, my lower back tense, kind of pulling myself down into that post there, getting my back ready for a range of motion, similar to a squat or a deadlift. I've noticed this has really helped pump up my back and kind of loosen up my hamstrings from any sitting I may have done in between the workouts. And at this point, I'll really exaggerate that arch in my back, trying to warm up my mid-back extensors, poking my chest out. That helps me stay upright during a high bar squat and keep the quads involved. That way the lower back doesn't start leaning forward and acting up too much. I'll cross my legs one over the other inside of the pads on the bottom of the bar and do some quadratus lumborum warm up. This prepares the spine for any bending that might occur during heavy squatting, even though I won't be squatting heavy today, but just getting ready and just staying safe just to make sure. Kind of feels good to pump some blood in that area sometimes. It just feels like it doesn't warm up, or it doesn't feel like it activates as readily as it should.
Wednesday was big.
Wednesday was big. Next up, doing an ass to grass split squat. So I keep a straight back leg and try to keep a flat front foot. And then you fold your knees over your toes on the front side. That's if you're trying to warm up your quads like I am today. Since I'm hitting quads on the high bar squat, keeping that straight back leg will help stretch your hip flexor out and loosen that up. Next up, some side lunges. For these high bar squats, I'm using less weight this session as opposed to previous sessions, going with 195 as my top set. I'm going to try for 195 for 10 or more. If I can get more than 10, I'll bump it up to 200 next week. But I'm lowering the weight a little bit just because I need to put more focus on the quads and less on the hips and hamstrings. The hips and hamstrings were still sore from stiff-legged deadlifts 3 days before, so just trying to let those recover, and the quads were in need of a good lift. So these are deep squats. I go until my hamstrings touch my calves, and I try to keep my quads tense all throughout. I try to start and finish the motion from my quads, so at the very bottom the quads are tense and they are the ones that are starting that push up. If this were heavier weights, for my 10 rep max, such as in the upper 200s, I would be more concerned about involving hip muscles and a little bit of lower back, but I'm trying to keep all of that out of these. That way I can let everything else recover while the quads get a good stimulus.
Suspense. It's like on a hot Arabian desert. got this.
Get it up.
Yeah, 7. Good adjustments. 8. Charge through.
Get that weight up.
9, yeah, no problem. Charge it straight through. You got 11, bro. Smash that shit. Yeah. Yes, sir. I know you got 11. Good adjustments.
Get it up.
Good fight.
So I'm trying to focus on the sartorius muscles in the leg here. And how I do that is I turn my foot out. Turning that foot out really gets the stretch and all that tension on the sartorius. It flexes the hip and it runs along the inside of the thigh. But growing this will definitely add to some thickness in your legs. So I didn't do any knee flexion work or calf work because my calves and hamstrings were already toast from stiff leg. So I'm going to wait to do that next Wednesday. What was not sore were my lats, so I decided to get some work out of those.
Trying some alternate angles here. Good grind.
I couldn't quite get 10, but that's okay. We'll try it again next week. I'm just going to stay with the same weight until I get 10. And after that, I'll add 5 pounds onto the belt. I haven't done this in a while, unfortunately, so did some wrist curls to follow up with the pull-ups. And I wrapped that bar
It's such a horrible thing to like,
under the bar into the inside, just like I would with a stiff leg deadlift.
Yeah, you'd be like asking for more.
Oh yeah, I love some bread. Love some bread and butter. Really depends on the restaurant how good that bread and butter is. But yeah, sometimes I'll ask for some more. I can't lie. With extra bread and olive oil. Yeah.
Stuff there is okay. It's
Where are you
just
working in
like-
Outback?
or no.
Is it Walmart? I was like, it's one of the two. Yeah, Walmart's solid though. Don't they have the peanuts too?
What?
Don't they have the peanuts? Or is that
That was Logan.
That's Logan's. That's their name.
They closed down for good reason.
Yeah, I couldn't remember which one. I'm like, those ones. I get confused because I had them so long.
Logan's Roach House.
Roach.
I think it's dumb doing a cover of this.
I heard like a really cool version of this done with a slide guitar. It's pretty sweet.
Alright, thanks for watching the video, and I plan on releasing videos similar to this on similar topics related to fitness throughout each week. So if you liked it, like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell button for notification.